Hey students, today we are going to discuss the topic of fossils. Okay, fossils are like nature's way of taking a snapshot of life from millions of years ago. Okay, so let's discuss its definition. Okay, a fossil is a remains or an impression of an organism that has been preserved in rock. Okay, so, it is what remains of the living things like an animal or plant after it has been gone for a very long time. Okay? So, when an animal or organisms from long ago died, what was left of their exoskeleton or skeleton was left in sand or dirt. Over time, the sand or dirt hardened and turned into rock. So, it can be the actual parts like bones or teeth or just an impression. You know, when an animal dies, its soft part like skin and muscles usually disappear, but the hard parts like skeleton stay behind. These hard parts get covered by layers of sand or mud very quickly. So, over millions of years, the weight of more sand and dirt presses down until that sand turns into hard rock, trapping the bones or the shape of the animals inside forever. Okay? So basically, we can say that fossils are ancient remains or marks of living things that turn into stone over a long period of time. Okay? Okay. Bones, shells, feathers, and leaves can all become fossils. Some fossils show all of an organism, leaf, or shell, and some only show part of one. So, while we usually think of skeletons, things like shells, leaves, and feathers can also turn into fossils, okay? And sometimes we find the entire body of a creature, but most of the time we only find a small piece of it, okay? So, some of the oldest fossils that have been found are more than 3 billion years old. The fossils were of ancient algae that lived in the ocean. So, the oldest fossils ever found are over 3 billion years old. They were not dinosaurs, they were tiny plants called algae that lived in the ocean long before anything else. Okay? Okay. Fossil can tell us many different things about an organism. Fossil can tell us where an organism lived, such as on land or in ocean. Fossil can tell if an animal lived on land, like a forest, or in the water, like an ocean. Okay? And fossil can tell us what an organism looked alike, especially if the fossil is found whole. Okay? Fossil can also tell us what an organism looked like, how big it was, and what kind of shape it had. Okay? And fossil can also tell us what the environment was like. Plant fossils can help scientists figure out if it was hot, cold, wet, or dry. Different plants like different conditions to grow. Fossil can also tell us if the world was hot, cold, rainy, or dry millions of years ago. For example, finding a palm tree fossil in a cold place tells us that area used to be very warm. Okay? So we can say that fossils are like time machines. They show us what lived on Earth, what those creatures looked like, and how the weather has changed over billions of years ago. Okay? Okay, here we have another activity. Okay. So, as I have told you that a fossil is a shape found in a rock. These fossils were created by living things or object from the past. Look at the fossils and draw a line to the correct word. Okay. So, look at the first one, this diagram. What you think? Yes, this fossil is about dinosaur. This fossil shows a skeleton with a large skull and horns. which are the bones of dinosaurs. Okay, so the next one is this one. Okay, look at this. Is this a snake or a plant? Yes, this is a plant. Why? Because this is a leaf fossil that shows the clear print of a leaf. Okay? Okay, look at this diagram. Is this a bird or an insect? Yes, this is a fossil of insect. Why? Because this fossil clear shows a clear wings that was trapped in sticky tree sap that turned into a hard orange stone called amber. Okay? Okay, look at this. As it clearly shows that it is a fossil of snake. Okay? And these spiral shapes are the shells of ancient sea creatures that look very similar to the shells of a modern day snail. Okay? So these are the fossils of snake. Okay, the next one is identify and classify fossils. Okay, fossils are preserved remains of the body parts or activities of ancient organisms. Some fossils show the body parts of organisms. Bones and shells are two examples of body parts that can be preserved in fossils. Okay. So, as I have told you that fossils are not always just bones. They fall into two main groups, which we can say that body fossils and trace fossils. Okay. So, body fossils, these are basically the physical parts of the creatures like bones, teeth, or shells. Whereas trace fossils, these show how an animal behaved. Example include footprints. Okay. So, some fossils show traces of an organism activities. An animal might leave footprints in a mud or dig burrow in soil. These traces might be preserved as the fossils. Okay. As I have told you that they fall into two main groups, body fossils and trace fossils. Okay. So this point basically talks about the trace fossils, like these show how an animal behaved. Examples include footprints in the mud or burrows that dug to live in. Okay, so fossils are not human made. All fossils are formed in nature. Okay, as I have told you that fossils are not made by people. They happen completely on their own in nature when the right condition come together, like mud and pressure. Okay, so fossils take a long time to form. For example, an organism's body can take thousands of years to become a fossil. Yes, fossils take a very long time to form. It does not happen in a few days or years. It takes thousands or even millions of years for a bone to turn into a rock. Okay? Okay, this is the exercise which you will do after the video. Okay? After you watch the video, then you have to do this exercise. Okay. Okay. Compare fossils to modern organisms. Okay, the first point is fossils are the preserved remains, impressions, or traces of dead organisms, while plants and animals living today are modern organisms of what we see and interact with our within our daily life. Okay, as I have told you that fossils are basically leftovers from creatures that lived a long time ago, and they are usually found as rocks or as prints. Okay, and modern organisms, these are the animals and plants we see alive around us right now, like cats, dogs, or garden flowers, etc. Okay. In comparison to modern organisms living today, fossils can offer a unique perspective on how different species have evolved over time and how they have adapted to changing environments as well as their in behavior. Okay. So, by looking at fossils, we can see how animals have changed to survive. For example, we can see how ancient horses were much smaller than horses today. And they show us how the earth used to look and how animals acted millions of years ago. Okay? On the other hand, modern organisms gives us insight into their current forms, functions, habitats, and interactions with other organisms in their ecosystem. Okay, as I have told you that we can study living animals to see exactly what they eat, where they sleep, and how they talk to each other. Living things show us how the world's nature is working right now. Okay? Okay. Some similarities between fossils and present day organisms include their fundamental biological processes such as respiration, metabolism, growth, and reproduction. You know, even though they live millions of years apart, fossils and living things share the same life rules, okay? Like include respiration, which we can say is breath, and metabolism, eat for energy, which you can say growth, and also reproduction. Okay? By comparing fossils to living organisms, scientists can gain a better understanding of how different species have changed over time and how they have responded to environmental shifts. Like by looking at the fossils record, scientists can see how animals changed to survive a changing earth. Like as you can see, ancient horses were very small with different toes. Over time, they grew taller and their feet changed to help them run faster on hard ground. And if the world got colder or drier, fossils show us how animals changed their bodies to keep living there. Okay?